this is Brian here. Welcome to another Fallout 76 commentary. This is a build guide on how to make a bloody deathfall gauntlet. So I'll be teaching you my best tips on how to make a bloody deathfall gauntlet for all you unarmed builds out there. So enjoy the video. I'll be explaining my perks, my mutations, and pretty much the statistics of a melee build or a bloody melee build. And yeah, let's go to the video and the tips. Alright, so pretty much you get this little cheeky bugger coming out of a bloody bush. Yeah, the Segway dogs are invading Fallout. Top game Todd Howard, top game Bethesda. Thanks for these great glitches that make the game worthwhile. Well, enough of this shit. Let's actually get into the actual video. Fucking dogs. So, I'm going to be explaining my perks now. I have 15th in strength, obviously. I have Barbarian, because it increases your strength and damage resistance if you're wearing non-power armor. So it's a great perk. And yeah, that's why I recommend using that. So, I've got Iron Fist. Must be like a necessity for this unarmed build because it increases your unarmed damage. First one increases by 10%. Second one increases it by 15%. And level 3 increases it by 20% if anyone's wondering. The ranking of the Iron Fist perk. So yep. So right below Iron Fist I have Blocker. So Blocker is basically just a great perk overall if you're fighting the Scorch Beast Queen, Sheep Squatch, or Imposter Sheep Squatch. Because basically they do basically unarmed attacks on you and they attack you with their fists. So yeah, that's why I use Blocker. Martial Artist, basically if you have unarmed weapons like Blade Deathfall Gauntlets with power attack damage, I use that. And you know, or if you have bloodied Deathful Gauntlets with fast swing speed, it just adds on to that and it's very OP. Very OP. So yeah. That's why I use Martial Artist. It's very overall great perk. I have Incisor. Now I love Incisor. Incisor is such a great perk. And it's so underrated for me. Well, people underrate it so much. Basically, this is a prefix of an anti-armor prefix. So you put this on and you don't have to use an anti-armor prefix weapon. Because it's 75% to all armor if you use melee weapons. That is 75% off any armored enemy. Scorch Beast Queen, Sheep Squatch, and yeah, and it works in the Imposter Sheep Squatch and the Super Mutants. It's such a great perk. So I totally recommend, guys, if you're trying out a bloody melee build, please use Incisor. It will help you in the benefit in the long run. It will benefit you in the long run, definitely. So just please use it. It's such a great perk. And yeah, that's basically my strength build in category. And yeah, I have Green Farm in Perception because you don't really need Perception in a melee build, so I just have Green Farm for harvesting that stuff, like mutant fruit and stuff like that. For yeah, mutant fruit and stuff like that. Life Giver, this is optional. This is very optional. I use Life Giver because I like health, because we're pretty much in a bloody build. I think it does decrease your damage, but yeah, you use it if you want. Radical is a must-have, but anyway, back to Life Giver. You can use it, but yeah. Revenant is a must-have. This is a pretty much underrated perk that I don't see many people using. It increases your damage by 50% if you are basically knocked down and get revived by a teammate. So I would suggest using this perk if you have a teammate willing to revive you at any fight, like Scorch Beast Queen, Sheep Squatch, or Imposter Sheepsquatch, it does make a difference, guys. It really does make a difference if you use this perk. I highly do recommend that perk. Yeah, so Revenant is a high risk reward perk. It's like a high risk reward perk. So I highly suggest using that. So next I have my Charisma. That is basically 6. And I'm going to show you a different perk that is much underrated too. You can use Ironclad. Ironclad is great. It basically increases your damage by 50% if you're not using power armor and damage resistance. The reason why I don't use it is because it takes up 5 slots. It's a great perk. I recommend it if you want to invest in it. It's not for me because I don't use 5 basically slots. I've got 6 in Charisma, like I'm saying. I have Party Boy. It just increases the effect of alcohol. Like Whiskey takes it up to 6 if you're using Party Boy. 6 strength, like triple. So it's a great perk if you want to do overall damage. So Party Boy must have if you want to use alcohol to increase your strength. So yeah, that's just Party Boy. I have Tenderizer that's under that. So Tenderizer basically just does 7% damage overall on the enemy you're attacking. So this perk is highly recommended for Scorch Beast Queen fights. You can use this on Scorch Beast Queen fights because you'll only be hitting the Scorch Beast Queen, so that 7% damage stacks on the Scorch Beast overall. So yeah, great perk. Lone Wanderer is a good perk if you're running solo and you don't have a team, so that's why you can use Lone Wanderer. I don't use it because I always play in a team. I'm just looking through my perks right here at the moment because there is not inspirational, but it is I'm just looking at it. Stranger Numbers, sorry guys, I'm just looking at it. So Stranger Numbers is a great perk, and yeah, it just benefits Mutations of double if you're in a team, double percent if you're in a team by the amount of players on a team. So yeah, great perk. Pretty much Intelligence. They use Nerd Rage. Nerd Rage is a given, you know, put you in bloody threshold and you just increase your damage by a lot. By 20%, and it's like very worth it. And yeah, that's this Nerd Rage. Just use it. Power armor, because I usually run solos with power armor, and I just think I just don't like it. My power armor breaking easily, so I just use power armor. You know, power patcher. So you know, it's up to you if you want to use it. I just use it because I run power armor. Action Boy just increases your regen, you know, for your power attack damages. If you're using power attack damages, highly recommended if you're using a bloody Deathclaw Gauntlet with more power attack damage. Just great damage overall on that. Just, you know, Ninja, great perk. I highly recommend this for a sneak build. I use a sneak build because it just increases your damage by 3 times, and you need that 3 times damage because that's when you're going to get into the high damage like 5k, 6k, even 10k, you know, even 20k, even 30k. I notice because I you know, I play with a lot of bloody builds. I use Sneak. Sneak is a great perk because it just puts your sneaking at a high, and it puts you more in caution, so you can get the sneak crits on the Queen or the Sheepsquatch or Imposter Sheepsquatch. It is just a great perk overall. Like, I highly recommend it. Escape Artist. So basically, you crouch, you turn invisible, and it just makes you not detected. I highly recommend this perk because, like, in an instant, you can get crit damages easily, because this just puts you in non-detection. So I highly recommend that perk, Escape Artist. And I have 9 in agility, by the way, if you guys are not wondering. Lock. So Bloody Mess, you know, obviously Bloody Mess just increases your damage overall by 15%. You know, great perk. What else can I say? Serendipity, you know, you need this for a bloody build because it evades damage after 30% below 30% health by 40%. So it's just a great overall perk. You know, Class Freak in this negates the effects of your mutations or the worse effects. So it's a great perk. Starch Deans, you know, use it because you want to keep your mutations. So yeah. So right now, I'll be going into the weapons I use. I use a bloody Deathfall Gauntlet with faster swing speed. And I also use a Deathfall Gauntlet with power attack damage. Now, these are pretty much optional. Yep, these are pretty much optional. If you want faster swing speed, more DPS, go with a faster swing speed bloody Deathfall Gauntlet. If you want overall damage, go for power attack bloody Deathfall Gauntlet. So, yeah, it's up to you. It's personal choice. If you want a God roll, Deathfall Gauntlet, power attack damage, I would, you know, have strength, bloodied, and power attack damage. Not reduced weight, because you want overall damage. And power attack damage, Deathfall Gauntlets just give you overall damage. So yeah, that's my weapons. Yeah, nothing much else to say. Now, the armor I use, you can use an unyielding armor set. I highly suggest you use an unyielding armor set. I do have one, but I fight the queen a lot, so I use my Zealot Centennial armor. So, you know, I have my, you know, basic BOS Centennial armor. I have mostly all Centennial armor. I just have one piece missing. I have Brawling. That's the only thing I should suggest putting on your arms for your builds. Your unyielding armor, because it increases your melee damage, unarmed melee damage. So yeah, I highly suggest using that on your arms, but the rest is just optional. You can put deep pocketed and all that, you know, shit on it. I don't really, you know, it's just personal preference. What else can I say? So these are all the melee buffs you'll need for making a melee build. You know, all the, you know, food and chems. Shout out to my boy FaZe for hooking us up with this image. He made it. So shout out to my boy FaZe, you know, for helping us out. And yeah, just pause the video if you want to take some notes down, you know. Yeah, this is what you need. So these are all my mutations. I've got Twisted Muscles, Talons, Chameleon, Adrenaline, Speed Demon, Scaly Skin, and Marsupial, all the basic ones, you know. People wanting to know, you know, Twisted Muscles does not stack on unarmed damage. It only helps with melee damage. So if anyone wants to know. I will be leaving my Discord link in the description down below, my Facebook link too. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, comment, and share, and enjoy. Peace out. Join the boating community. Just a disclaimer, we're an Xbox community, so yeah.